Time for JesterEngine.com's daily tech rundown. Big headline to start. The White House signed an executive order aiming to block state-level AI rules and push for one national framework. Short version, a new AI litigation task force, threats to condition federal grants on state compliance, and a push to preempt state laws. Thoughts?
It's a sweeping move. The administration says a patchwork of 50 different state regimes would choke innovation and investment. So they put DOJ, Commerce, and White House AI officials in play to identify and challenge what they call onerous state statutes.
That sounds like a growth versus guardrails debate in one sentence. Is the administration on firm legal ground here?
Legally, it's shaky. Critics argue the president can't simply erase state authority across wide swaths. Preemption usually requires clear congressional authorization. Conditioning grants is a known lever, but weaponizing it against states could invite lengthy court fights.
Practically speaking, what does this mean for companies and for states like California that already pass strong AI rules?
For big AI companies, it's short-term relief. Uniform rules simplify compliance. For states, it's a wake-up call. Expect litigation and brinksmanship. Smaller companies and civic groups worry regulators will tilt toward a lighter touch that favors incumbents. And politically, governors and civil liberties groups are already promising court challenges, so this will play out in courtrooms and legislatures.
Switching gears to geopolitics and cyber, Germany has summoned Russia's ambassador after accusing Moscow of a cyber attack on air traffic control systems and of election interference. That's a serious escalation.
Definitely. Berlin described a spike in hybrid hostile activity, disinformation, espionage, cyberattacks, and attempted sabotage. Summoning an ambassador is a formal diplomatic rebuke. It signals Germany is treating these as deliberate state-linked acts.
How unusual is it to link air traffic control disruption and election disinformation as part of the same campaign?
It's increasingly common in modern hostile operations. Adversaries blend kinetic and informational tactics to sow confusion and erode trust. Targeting air safety is dangerous because disruption has immediate public safety risks. Pairing that with election meddling aims to amplify instability.
What are the likely next steps from Germany or its allies?
Public attribution, sanctions, intelligence sharing, and defensive hardening. Diplomatically, Germany will press for international pressure on Moscow, and NATO partners will be watching closely. Expect more scrutiny of critical infrastructure security across Europe.
Time for something less dire. Apple rolled out a wave of 26.2 updates: macOS Tahoe, watchOS, and visionOS. New Edge Light for video calls, revised sleep scores on Watch, and a quiet visionOS release. Who's updating tonight?
I am, reluctantly. Updates are like broccoli. You hate them until you feel better. Edge Light is neat. It brightens faces in low-light video calls without inventing new lighting rigs. The Watch sleep score relabeling is welcome, too. It better reflects how people actually feel after sleep rather than some opaque number. Any red flags users should watch for? Always back up first. There have been reports these point releases fix more than features. Security patches for WebKit and other vulnerabilities were included, some reportedly actively exploited. Also, a heads up that automatic updates can be subtly re-enabled during install on some devices, so double-check your settings.
So update, but don't sleepwalk through the prompts. Got it.
Exactly. Update responsibly, and maybe leave the Vision Pro to the weekend unless you're a beta daredevil.
Back to markets. Oracle missed on parts of its earnings, and Broadcom warned on sales, triggering an AI-led sell-off. Big names, big swings. Is this just volatility or something deeper?
It's a bit of both. The market had priced in relentless AI spending, and these reports exposed that growth isn't linear. Broadcom's forecast disappointed, even after good earnings, which spooked investors and sparked a multi-day pullback in tech indexes.
We saw headlines about billions wiped from fortunes. Dramatic, but is it structural?
The episode highlights concentration risk. Many portfolios overweight a handful of AI-facing names. When sentiment shifts, the notional losses are headline-grabbing. Strategists are talking rotation. broader S&P-focused ETFs instead of concentrated AI bets, and chip consolidation, like Intel pursuing acquisitions to catch up.
So for investors, diversification over hype?
Exactly. AI is real and transformative, but investor discipline matters. Keep exposure balanced and watch company-level execution, not just AI buzzwords.
Final item. Environmental policy and tech intersect. The EU is reportedly going to water down the 2035 ban on new petrol and diesel cars. That would be a big policy reversal.
It would. The change responds to pressure from member states worried about industrial impact, especially Germany's auto sector. The move could weaken parts of the Green Deal and has already angered climate campaigners.
What does it mean for automakers and EV adoption momentum?
Short-term relief for combustion engine manufacturers and supply chains, but it injects regulatory uncertainty into the electrification roadmap. Manufacturers need predictable rules to invest billions in EVs. Changing the target risks slowing uptake and confusing consumers.
And the UK?
The UK says it will stick to its 2035 target, so we might end up with divergent rules across Europe. Always fun for compliance teams. Bottom line, policy stability matters more than headline delays, and industry watchers will be tracking the details closely.
The preceding audio summary was created at jesterengine.com, where you can find and verify the original sources.